as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
That's on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And the Bengals.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
On the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. His first carry, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. 3rd and long for Love. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a run with Mixon. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal.
And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Colts nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Open man is Trey Burton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They run with Hines. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for Love here. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 14-0.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
At the 29.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He'll be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Colts 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. The shotgun, they run with Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
54 Mike. Check. Walk 54.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Open man is Uzomah. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 7 at the Colts' 13-yard line.
Second and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackmon. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first-half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Handoff to Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one.
Working out of the gun. Love. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Love. Flush to his right. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
The ball carrier.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
42-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Taken down behind.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Draymond Smith on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Let's go. Let's go.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
28, Colts 25.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Joe Mixon. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Sean Williams.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. A big spot now for the rookie Love. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, Love. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 55 is my guy, 55. Let's set a tone, fellas.
They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
DJ Reader.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play, 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run again with Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Carrier. He was brought down by Von Bell. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Hines, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. This is Hines. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Hines, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here we go with Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. 55, my guy, 55.
They run the counter. It's Hines, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers